Hello student. Today we will discuss corporate valuation, and since this topic is not on for the basic students, this topic is only for those students who are quite familiar with the basic financial understanding and they already know various valuation methods. Such just giving you a review that one of the basic method that we applied in basic finance related to valuation of the company was dividend discount model. The objective of dividend discount model was only to calculate fair value, where company is paying a dividend or the company is paying no dividend at all, or in some cases where you have a certain variation in dividend. On the other hand, there are other methods that might be applied, and through these methods we can also calculate firm's value. One of the method is called free cash flow method. Under free cash flow method, first we calculate that how much cash flow is available after setting for the fixed assets and working capital, and then whatever left over, based on that cash flow, we evaluate the value of the firm. There are various basic concepts that will be required before working on the firm's value. Like you can see the first one, whenever we are discussing cash flow, it means that we are actually interested to calculate by the help of net profit plus depreciation. So those who have done their basic financial understanding, they are already familiar that to calculate cash flow, the one of the very basic fundamental tool that we apply is we take net profit and we add non-fund expenses, and generally in non-fund expenses we include depreciation over here. The second, which is a new term that we will use in this chapter, is called NOPAT. NOPAT stands for net operating profit after tax. So net operating profit after tax, take care that this is not equal to net profit. Uh, to calculate NOPAT, we use this formula. NOPAT will be equal to EBIT multiplied by 1 minus tax rate. EBIT, as I think that you should be familiar with this term, but you can call it operating profit. So either you are taking operating profit, which is available in the income statement, or you can go to EBIT. Both terms are simultaneously used by in financial literature, so you can use any one. There is no issue. Even students can write operating profit here rather than EBIT. There is another new term that we will use in this chapter. This term is operating capital. Operating capital will be equal to working capital plus fixed assets. So remember that when we will work on this operating capital, we will take the change in the working capital and change in the fixed assets. But just giving you a basic idea that when we are discussing word operating capital, this is not the capital that in common sense we take. This is a technical term we will use in this chapter, and in finance we also use it in common sense, that whenever we are using term operating capital, it means that what the fund that you require to operate your business, and in this one we include working capital as well as we take fixed assets. Student, when we will try to calculate free cash flow will be computed will be with the help of a NOPAT minus required investment in operating capital. So NOPAT, as we discussed in the previous slide, will come from here. NOPAT will be equivalent to EBIT 1 minus tax rate, and operating capital, as you have seen over here, will be equal to working capital plus fixed assets. So whenever question is asking you to calculate free cash flow, you will take NOPAT. Either it should be given in the question or you will work on it, and then you will minus investment in operating capital. When free cash flow is available, then student, it is possible that we can apply any one of the method that can help you to find out the value of operation. The first method, which is very simple, that value of operation is equal to free cash flow and divided by WACC. So over here, student, the previous concept which we will use is WACC, and free cash flow is the new concept that you are working over here. So if you are not clear on WACC, then you can subscribe the channel, and you will find out lectures on cost of capital or WACC, and that video will help you a lot to understand the concept of WACC in theoretical form as well as how we calculate it. Student, this first formula will only be used where firm has no growth and the cash flow will remain constant. The another method that might be used where firm has a constant growth, then the formula will slightly change and we will multiply it by the growth rate, and back will be minus with G. The basic formulas that we will use to calculate firm value. The first formula that we will use is firm's total value. Firm's total value, in which debt and equity both will be included, will be equal to value of operation plus value of non-operating assets. Student, this value of non-operating assets I will discuss when I will be solving on Excel. There you will see that how we are using it and how we are working on this one. But this is just for review purpose, that whenever you are interested to calculate firm's total value, you will take value of operation plus you will add value of non-operating assets. Value of equity is possible to get with the help of total value of firm that we calculated over here, and we will minus value of debt minus value of preferred stock. So again, through numerical, you will be able to understand that how these values should be given in the question. So wait for my another uh, lecture that will give you a corporate valuation on Excel, and that will give you a demonstration that how the data will be available and how we will calculate it. In a similar way, price per share is equal to value of equity that we calculated here, and we will divide by number of shares. Student, this is the Hamada equation. I'm just giving you over here because in these slides you are finding a lot of equations. So I thought that it is appropriate time that this equation should be covered over here, because in the coming lectures, when you will be working on optimal capital structure, there I will again use this one, but putting it over here just for your convenience that how we will use this one. So it will be uh, come under your review, and when you will review it again and again, so it will remain in your mind that Hamada equation will be used when we will working in the advanced topic. BL stands for levered beta, BU will stands for unlevered beta, T will be used for the tax rate, and debt upon equity, D and S will use for debt and equity. I will be waiting for your comments, as well as if you want to get some more information about the chapter, then you can discuss over there, and wait for the corporate valuation on Excel, where I will demonstrate that how we will use all these techniques to calculate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.